She said such a nice color was on them. He replied that he knew, that it matched the color of their eyes, sweetie, and that's why they complimented each other so well. Then a playful do hung in the air as the host greeted beautiful people, welcomed them back to the channel, introduced themselves, and said they were diving into something that had them scrolling through hours of footage just to assemble it, stating they were covering those adorable, slightly cringy, totally relatable moments. When Travis Kelce was completely and utterly absorbed by Taylor Swift, adding that honestly everyone was here for it, before promising entertainment and asking that if viewers loved deep dive celebrity content, they should hit subscribe right now because a milestone was near and support meant everything, urging trust that no one would want to miss what comes next, then saying it was time to get into it because there was tea to spill, and moving to how this whole love story basically began when Travis Kelce was too shy to hand Taylor a friendship bracelet, noting that this grown man, an NFL star who tackles massive linebackers, felt nervous about passing a piece of jewelry to a pop star, and the vulnerability in that moment, they said, was chef's kiss. Absolutely perfect, recalling that during the July 2023 Kansas City show, he made a bracelet with his phone number on it, and when he couldn't get it to Taylor, he went on his New Heights podcast and basically broadcast to the world that he had a crush, saying he literally called himself butthurt that he couldn't meet her. And the host asked listeners to imagine Taylor hearing that the Travis Kelce used that phrase because he couldn't meet her. Then they added that it only got better because Travis didn't mention it once and move on. He kept at it, committed to his Taylor campaign, bringing her up in interviews, on social, everywhere, like watching a friend with the biggest crush ever, except that friend was a pro athlete with millions of followers. Then they admitted everyone briefly became an FBI agent, analyzing every single social post for Taylor references, and he supplied content, not subtle, loved for it. Remembering when he started dropping thirst traps as the rumors heated up, suddenly delivering shirtless gym pics, perfectly timed outfit shots, and that smile that said he knew exactly what he was doing. The strategy obvious and brilliant, essentially saying, Taylor, in case you're stalking my Instagram, here's what you could be getting. And the confidence was appreciated, yet it wasn't just thirst traps. It was how he began engaging with Taylor-related content, liking fan posts, sharing stories that were clearly Taylor-coded without being blatant, playing chess while others thought he played checkers, each post feeling calculated to catch her attention, and somehow it landed. While the podcast episodes from that period were golden, with Jason Kelce trying to be the steady voice as Travis spiraled into full-on crush mode, finding any excuse to bring up Taylor in conversation, turning football chats into links to pop music, concerts, or that girl who performs for 50,000 like it's nothing. And then the host highlighted something not often discussed, but devastatingly sweet. The way Travis prepped for games differently once Taylor entered the picture. As team sources said, he paid more attention to his appearance on game days. The guy who already looked like a Greek statue began putting extra into pre-game fits. And when Taylor attended that first game, the energy he brought felt like something else entirely, playing like his life depended on it while also trying to impress someone specific. Every celebration slightly extra, every catch a little more theatrical, not just playing, performing, and fans felt it, noting how he scanned the crowd, attempted subtlety looking for Taylor, failing because the cameras saw everything, creating secondhand embarrassment that was also deeply endearing. A confident athlete reduced to a nervous teenager because the girl he liked was watching. And then during interview season he came off as different, usually smooth and confident, but now stumbling when someone mentioned Taylor or music, media training out the window. With one interview where a question about music made his face light like a tree, trying to act cool while wanting to profess love for pop and a certain star, rambling about appreciating artistry and storytelling, clearly hoping Taylor might see it and realize they aligned. The body language, everything. A little smirk whenever her name surfaced, like he knew something or recalled a private joke, while teammates later revealed that he coached them on what to say if reporters asked about Taylor, orchestrating a PR campaign. And the New Heights episode where he finally admitted he was shooting his shot deserved a documentary. Jason trying not to laugh, while Travis opened up about his feelings. Peak sibling energy, as Travis talked about being impressed by Taylor's professionalism and talent, how she made every person in the stadium feel special, the admiration audible. Then he'd get flustered explaining why he wanted to meet her, without sounding like every other guy trying to get her attention. The authenticity beautiful, a public admission of nerves about talking to a girl becoming the most charming thing. And the best part was his emphasis that he wanted a conversation to know her as a person. In a world where many chased association, his genuine interest stood out. Then the host asked for a quick tap on subscribe, short and sweet, before the next bit, turning to how Travis's style evolved during the obsession era, moving from basic athlete casual to intentional dressing, showing up looking styled, choosing colors that complemented his eyes and accessories that felt deliberate. The jewelry stepping up with more interesting chains and more sophisticated watches, as though discovering personal style in real time, all to impress someone particular. And the glow-up looked incredible. With friends joking, he spent more time getting ready than some female friends. Feelings pouring out through fashion, each outfit a message. Taylor, look how well I can clean up. And the host said the thing about his Taylor fixation was how it humanized him, showcasing an accomplished, confident athlete turning into every one of us with a crush, likely Googling interviews, watching videos, learning her world to connect deeper. The effort he put into understanding her career, artistry, business, signaling genuine interest and respect rather than anything creepy. Recognizing Taylor wasn't just a pretty face or a famous name, but a sharp businesswoman and artist, wanting to know what made her tick, and seeing a man put effort into pursuing someone was refreshing. No games, no hard to get. Just honest, I like you, and I'll show you in a respectful way. Vulnerability attractive, confidence magnetic, and the combo irresistible. Then the host looked back at the moments now that the two were together, calling it a rom-com unfolding in real life. Each awkward interview, each carefully crafted post, each time he mentioned her building to something, proof that a genuine, slightly extra approach could work, offering hope to romantics. Because being authentic, even if smitten and a little much, is sometimes exactly what someone needs to see, and his era taught that it's okay to be enthusiastic about someone you admire, okay to put yourself out there, to be vulnerable, to admit when someone has fully captured your attention. His approach respectful, genuine, ultimately successful, showing the best strategy can be honest, authentic interest, with the host underlining that at one point Travis would subtly mirror the language Taylor used in past interviews, peppering conversations with words like craft and narrative, not copying, but signaling alignment, and that he seemed to learn key dates in her timeline, casually referencing tour stamina or album rollout mechanics, the nerdy attention delighting fans, while he tightened his social presence, cleaning up captions, moving from bro slang to crisp phrases, clearly mindful of wider audiences, hinting he understood her brand's tone. Then a friend in his circle supposedly noted Travis began reading more, asking for book recommendations related to music business and live production, a curiosity that struck as earnest rather than performative. And the host remembered how he shifted from partying optics to community-minded optics, appearing at charity events, aligning with values Taylor stands celebrate, the framing authentic yet strategic, the duality fascinating, and game day swagger became a narrative thread, his tunnel walks turning into mini runways, color palettes nodding to her favorite hues, occasionally wearing subtle patterns that fans linked to album aesthetics, from folklore neutrals to 1989 blues, never too on the nose, but noticeable enough to become fan theories, and the cameras loved it, amplifying the feedback loop. He seemed to understand that every step he took into the stadium delivered an episode in the long-form story he was telling. While in pressers, he found ways to show thoughtfulness, thanking support staff, praising coaches, calling out teamwork, an ethos that resonated with Taylor's public gratitude style, not mimicry, but harmony, and his celebrations on the field gained small signature gestures, nothing overtly branded, but celebratory beats that fans clipped and stitched alongside Taylor tracks, co-creating a shared mythos where football lore met pop culture folklore, and every week the memes grew. The host recalled a week when he avoided commenting after a viral rumor, choosing to let the moment pass, restraint that read as media savvy. Likely guided by lessons from watching Taylor manage narrative tides, he learned to let the public fill gaps, instead of over-explaining, a skill that protected both of them. And in the background, Jason played the grounded foil, ribbing him just enough, asking barbed but loving questions.